All right, hey folks, just a quick check-in today. I didn't do a live video live, a formal one earlier. I'm going to call this live video live because that's exactly what it is, right? What I'm testing here, a couple things. First of all, I have what's called a Diva ring light. Okay, I got this from Amazon.com to lighten my studio up, particularly my face, because I'm facing a wall here. And even though I have some lamps in the area, my face was kind of dark. And I don't know where my phone is. Bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to grab my phone, and that way I can show you what it is I'm looking at. Okay, so let me get a camera going here, and I'll be able to show you kind of a mirror image of what I have, the Diva ring light and my camcorder set up, and that's what I'm testing here, plus the BeLive software. Okay, so let's see if I can you see it? No, I got to turn the camera. All right, so there it is. So there's the Diva ring light. You can, I guess you can kind of see it. There's the camcorder in the middle of it, recording with the Diva ring light. So I'm testing that out. I'm real happy with it. Like I said, I have a lamp over here on my right. It just has an old-fashioned light bulb, not any of the newer technology. I have a lamp over here. I've got the overhead cans. But the light on my face was, in the videos I've created recently, they were always kind of dark. Now, I'm not 100% satisfied with this light yet, but it's a lot better than it was. I feel kind of like I've got a, it looks like I'm standing in front of like a bathroom mirror with the fluorescent light, whatever. But at least I'm not as dark as I was before I got this light. But it sits on a tripod. I can adjust the brightness. I have it on the lowest setting. I can go real bright. Of course, I mean, that's not acceptable, right? I mean, maybe, I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I don't think it is. Boy, it might need to be brighter. I mean, that may work. You should tell me, you know, if anybody has a moment to leave a comment, tell me where they think it ought to be. That actually might be okay, but it kind of bounces light off my face a little too much. So anyway, wanted to lighten up the face a little bit just so it's, you know, you've got to have good light in your videos. And look, I've worked on sound, I've worked on video quality, but light is kind of like I don't want to say it's the last thing because it really isn't. There's always something else, but light is a big deal. And if your videos are dark, people are not going to enjoy watching them. So the BeLive software, look, if I'm going to broadcast just myself and talk to you guys, I'm not going to use BeLive. Okay. I'm probably going to use the Wirecast software that I've been using already, where I can have the lower thirds and I can have the screen over my shoulder with my phone or my iPad. I can show you guys what I'm doing, whatever. But if I'm going to be doing interviews with the Wirecast, that may or may not work very well. And it might require me to buy some fancy subscription somewhere and then import all the video and figure all that out. I don't know that I really want to do all that right yet. I at least want to just get started doing live video interviews. I already do podcast interviews, and I've just done 21 of them. The 21st airs tomorrow on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. But I want to do some live video interviews and allow the audience to participate in the discussion. So that's what I'm going to be working on real soon. And this is really, today is really just a test of the Diva light. I want to go back and watch this video. And I want to, test my equipment. It was hard this morning. I was on a broadcast. A friend of mine, Ross Brand, had a broadcast, and, it just so happened that I was in the right place at the right time when he wanted to test BeLive, and he wanted to test the functionality of the face-to-face, which is the interview portion of BeLive, where you can have somebody come on and interview them, and the host can control the screen and can move the screen from the host to the guest or to both the host and the guest, so the audience can see both people. And the host can also put comments on the screen, do all sorts of stuff. It's really cool. so I wanted to test this. This morning I was in the right place at the right time. He needed somebody to test out this equipment with him, and the software. So I just happened to be there and had time to do it. And believe me, I was extremely thrilled to join Ross. He's a great guy and he's got a great show, and people love to tune into his stuff. So I got to be there to test it out with him. And I tried to use my camcorder, because it gives a better picture than the FaceTime camera on my Mac, which is it's like a 4-year-old Mac laptop. And, that's 4-year-old technology in the laptop. So cameras have come a long way in 4 years. So I wanted to use my camcorder, but when you go into BeLive and you want to select a camcorder, there's all this stuff. And for what I'm using, it's just a ton of things to choose from. I didn't have time to go through individually each one and figure out which one was right. Well, I did that today, kind of in the standby mode, and I figured out what is working. I've got a cam. I've got the settings where I want them. I'm broadcasting in HD, so I'm thrilled. I think the sound is where I need it to be. I'll see on replay if anything's missing. So, but I'm very excited that this is all coming together, because live video is where it's at. And if you're not doing it, if you've got a business and you're not even attempting at any sort of live video broadcasting, you're just being foolish. Okay. Think about that as we move forward. But listen, I'm going to wrap it up because I really am excited to go back and see how this played out. Oh, one other thing. Look, I just can't get satisfied with where I'm looking during a broadcast. Okay. If I'm looking at my computer, which is really where I want to look. Okay. If you've not done a live video before, or maybe if you've done Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about. When you're doing a Snapchat or any live video, it's really nice to be able to look at yourself while you're doing it. Okay. So in order for me to look at myself, I have 3 places to look at myself right now. I can look at my laptop. There's a big screen and I'm looking at it right this very minute, but I'm not looking at you, the audience. Okay. So that kind of sucks when it comes to drawing people in. The audience wants you to look at them. Okay. But I'm looking at myself right now. It's like looking into a mirror, except I'm looking down. And when I look into the mirror, my image that's reflecting back at me is looking down instead of looking straight at me. Okay. So then there's another little window over to my right on my laptop screen. But again, I'm not looking at you guys. So that stinks for you guys. And I need to be looking at you guys when I'm talking to you. Then I can look at the camera or the video on my camcorder. On the door that swings open, I've got the LED screen. I'm not looking at you there. Now, if I look directly at the lens, I'm still not looking at you, because on replay, whenever I'm looking directly at the lens, it looks like I'm looking over the audience. It feels like when I'm watching myself look through the lens, I feel like the image coming at me is looking over my head. And then when I look at there's a big emblem on the Diva ring light. There's a big logo with their logo on it that says Diva ring light supernova right on it. When I look at that, which actually gives me something to look at. Okay. I feel like I'm looking below the camera. So which means I have to look directly into the Diva ring light. I have to look into it. Now there's no light bulb right where I'm looking. It's actually just a piece of fabric, and it's kind of a dull spot in the Diva ring light. But if I want to look directly at you, from what I can gather, this is where I have to look, which I hate it. Okay. It sucks because there's no feedback. I'm looking at a patch of fabric. It's just a patch of fabric. Okay. But it gives me, I think, the best opportunity to look at my audience directly in the face when they're watching me. So I might have to look here all the time. Maybe I need to put something there, like a little saying or something like kick some ass, or, maybe I need a new saying there every day, something to think about while I'm talking to you guys. I don't know. But anyway, listen. End of broadcast. I just wanted to test this out. I don't want it to go long. I hope you all have a great day. I appreciate you all tuning in. And as always, work hard and stay productive. All right. Take care, friends.